Well, good morning. Good morning. It's Wednesday. How y'all be? So, I get it. Your life isn't perfect. The season might be hard. Things just might feel gloomy. I'm going to help you today. Yesterday on Instagram, I posted a reel about living the dream, right? And it was a pool pic, and it was my kids, and we were having fun. If you're not following me on Instagram, you should, because I post way different stuff there than here. Okay. And yet, what you see is amazing. It's perfect. But guess what I didn't share? What I didn't share, well, I guess I am now, is what happened last night. So last night, we're on the porch. It's an evening. My man and I are chatting. The kids are playing in, the yard. They're playing blitzball. And one of my kids wanted an apple. Okay, go get an apple. And thank the good Lord, one of my other children, I guess this is why you have so many, one of my other children walked in and said, somebody left the water on. So the child, who will not be named, was trying to be helpful by filling up our water jug, left it on, walked away, and we walked into multiple rooms, and the water is still spilling out, right? And we're like, oh my goodness, that was me. So my husband turns it off. I start to grab towels because, again, it is all on our hardwood floors. Like, it is in multiple rooms. It's going to start heading down the vents, which means it's going to jack with the AC and the ducts and all the things. I'm probably not using proper terminology, but let me just say this is not my area of expertise. And so this is what I'm going to help you with right here. You ready? It was so easy in that moment to be beyond frustrated with what had happened. There was water everywhere. And let's just say it absolutely, and I buy the good toilet paper. I don't know about y'all, but I call it the Pampered Tushy toilet paper. They were soaked. They were trash. Throw them away. We had hardwood floors. Water was everywhere. I can't even tell you. Like, my husband was literally lifting these cabinets, like tilting them so that water would pour out. Okay? Now, this is not living the dream. Let's just be honest. This is not a happy moment in parenthood and life. But guess what? While cleaning up, verbally was thankful that the child, who had not turned on the water, but another child, had walked in and discovered it. That it had not gotten worse. That we had not all just walked down in and headed to bed only to wake up in the morning to recognize our entire home was ruined. Do you see what I'm saying? Friends, listen to me. I'm going to help you right here. Life is not cupcakes and candy. Life is not rainbows and unicorns. But do you know what it is? It is good. And do you know what you get to determine? You get to determine what you focus on. You get to speak with your mouth what you are grateful for. Because in that moment, I could have sat and I could have spun on the fact that the child made the mess and there was there could have been much more loss, but there was loss and there was partial damage, but it wasn't what it could have been. And so instead, we spoke out that we were grateful we found it as early as we did. We turned it off. We cleaned it up. It didn't appear to be much loss, much damage. So today, no matter how you feel, listen, you're going to see a lot in front of your face and it's going to look perfect. You're going to see a lot of different people and you're going to think, oh my goodness, their world is so much better than mine. They have got everything. Everything is going their way. Partially it may be, okay? My reel was about us living the dream. Listen, I live for summer. I live for sunshine and pool and water, but not the type that's in my house, flooding my floors and my cabinets. Not that type of water. I don't need it. But instead of focusing on the disaster, I spoke gratefulness into what was and what could have been, and instead what we could salvage. And this sweet little child, who might be my hardest to raise at this time, but he's going to be a great old leader if I don't ruin him. I am telling you something. He will change the world. He came down after we put him to bed. And he said, Mom, and he just hugged me. And I said, listen to me. You are loved. You did not mean to do this. And you can thank Jesus that we caught it before it was a much bigger problem. You are loved. You did not mean to, right? Because there's a difference. If you meant to, that's called a disciplinary action. That's called consequences. That's called ramifications because you made a choice and you spitefully chose to cause disaster. This was not that. This was him wanting to fill up the water jug for the family. And of course, a child who just wants an apple walks away to do his own thing. And we all walk in to a lot of water everywhere. So I'm leaving you with this. Your season might not be amazing, but you get to determine what you focus on, what you speak out, and where you put your energy. That, my friend, will change your day. It will change your week. And oh, by the way, it will change and impact those around you.